Well, it is May here in Texas, and it's starting to get hot. We've had a ton of rain this spring, which is amazing. We have some really wet springs sometimes in Texas here, North Texas, and this is one of those. It's just been amazing how much rain we've gotten in comparison to like sometimes how little it rains during, late summer, early fall. But yeah, I wish there was a way that we could store, all of this water for use later if we wanted to have it, because there's been such an abundance. It's amazing. Um, yeah, so we are starting to get into hotter weather. When it's really humid, it starts to really you start to really feel it, and starting to really sweat. Playing outside, playing pickleball, or taking a walk with my wife or whatever. So we are entering. Not today is beautiful. It's breezy. It's not too hot. It's pretty fantastic, really. This morning it was cooler again. It was like, this is really nice. But yeah, we're getting into the start of the long hot summer now. Maybe this summer won't be as hot and as long as some. I don't know. It does vary a little, but and overall we've had a beautiful long spring. I would say it got mild early enough in the spring that it wasn't. Yeah, that it wasn't. It didn't go like directly from like winter to like summer type of thing. So we had a pretty nice, sizable spring, I would say. So it was great. It's lovely, and now we are entering the the famous Texas summer. So I think there's for something like summer that just is right, and it's like unless we move somewhere else, and then you deal with it. Um, so you can deal with it to whatever extent you can in terms of you can choose to have a vocation that lets you work indoors most of the time. You can choose to find indoor facilities for playing sports. There's things you can do like that, and but then most of us do like to still be outside some, and so to some extent, I think it's just a matter of being like I think acceptance is really the best method to deal with it. I think it's just hey, summer's gonna be is typically long and hot. Sweating is normal. Praise the Lord for AC. Enjoy it, and be grateful that I'm not working on a hot roof every day or doing something like that. And yeah, just let it play its course. So usually summer here in Texas, like when the like uncomfortably hot outside is usually starts in May, I would say, and but can dip into it in April maybe, but I would say generally May is probably kind of when it starts, um, and June is probably when it really gets serious, and then yeah, it can really be hot well into October. I would say, it's easing up, but it usually kind of feels like the heat stays as long as the daylight can kind of let it. So once the daylight's getting once the days are getting so short, it's almost like it doesn't have the time to really heat it up the way it would want to. It's kind of what it feels like. But eventually, come about November is when it starts getting really nice outside again. And we have nice days in October too, but I would say you cannot depend on October to be pleasant. Once you get into November, it's much more dependable that yeah, the weather's going to be on the whole nice. So yeah, so roughly see where we're at. So we're in May now. So June, July, August, September, October. Yeah, so we're about ready for our roughly 5 months of summer here.